All right, now that I look like a total lunatic. Welcome to my channel. We have a 3 looks 1 palette video today. So this is the 24A Artist Pass Artistry palette. Lots of words, but you guys gave me some really great ideas to do 3 looks with this palette, and I appreciate that so much. And I'm so excited. I have everything planned out with this palette, and I'm super excited to get into this. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and we're gonna get into this first look. All right, eyes are primed, and I'm ready to get into this first look. So this first one, I really want to focus on these purples, because with this palette, it does have some purple on the front. So I do think we need to have a little bit of a purple moment with this palette. So the first shade that I'm going to take is Stage Persona, and I'm gonna put this in my crease, and I'm gonna take the shade Major Inspo. Y'all, let me tell you, it is a bit tricky to get these glitters off of your eye. Warning, when I did my last look, I had to wash my face like 2 times to get majority of the glitters off of my eye, which is ridiculous. I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, it is kind of fun to have these kind of like dress up kind of a days while being quarantined. I mean, I wouldn't go to Walmart with all this makeup on, but kind of fun just to take a couple pictures, done. Or even if you've always wanted to start wearing bright eyeshadows and you're afraid of messing it up before work, I mean, you can work on doing it and we won't have to go anywhere. And then I'm just gonna go back in with Stage Persona and blend everything out. For some reason, every time I say Stage Persona, what is that one song? My Corona. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's in my head now. I'm like sitting here blending and I'm like, da, na, na, na. What is that? I'm gonna take Private Oasis, this shade, and take it on a blending brush and put it up into my crease here. I've been loving doing this with eyeshadow. I don't really know why. I don't remember who I saw that did this, but I saw someone do it and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try it. And now I just can't resist. Ooh, I love the way this shade like catches the light. Like in some lights it's like, oh my gosh, and in other lights it's just kind of like that subtle hello. All right, now we're gonna get into the glitter. So I'm gonna take the shade Mic Drop. Okay dokie, don't get in my eye, please. Oh, every time I do this, I'm getting more and more paranoid that it's gonna get into my eye, I swear. Oh, you know, I think I'm gonna try out my finger. I'm gonna try it out just to see. Fingers doesn't work bad. I feel like it works a little bit faster with your fingers. All right, now that I got majority of this glitter on my eyes, I'm gonna take the shade Secret Set. I'm gonna highlight the inner corner. I'm gonna try and go over a little bit of that glitter. Oh, you can feel it flaking off. And I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone with the same shade. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and then we'll work on the lower lash line. All right, let's finish up this lower lash line. I'm gonna take Major Inspo and I'm gonna blend it underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Secret Set and highlight my inner corner. All right, I'm gonna finish up the rest of this look and I'll be right back. All right, and this is the finished first look. I used the lipstick, the Milk Makeup lip color in Low Key, which is kind of like a gray mauve. And then for my highlighter, I actually used 2 shades out of the palette. I used Secret Set and Private Oasis, the same 2 shades I used on my lid. But I'm a little skeptical about these shades because I feel like they are generally the same shade, except one has more of like a, what's it called? Like a thicker glitter, and the other one is more fine, but they have like the same shift. And I didn't really notice that until I put it on my cheeks, and I was thinking that the Private Oasis had a little bit more blue and it was a little bit more chunkier, so I was like, oh, let me just put it just on here. But if you can see when I turn my head, they have the same color shift. So to have two big pans of basically the same color, I'm kind of like, don't really know how I feel about that just yet. But this is the end of the first look. Let me know which look out of the three is your favorite. Now let's get on to the second look. All right, we are getting into our second look. This look is gonna be a little bit more on the nude side. I'm gonna make it kind of yellowy orange. So I'm gonna take portrait mode. So I'm gonna start off with portrait mode, all in the crease. I love shades like this that are kind of like an off transition shade that isn't like your typical like neutral brown. And then I'm gonna get the shot, the yellow shade, and I'm gonna put this in my inner corner, really blowing it out. You guys know I love doing that kind of like pop of color in my inner corner. And then I'm gonna take Desert Vibes, which is the kind of orangey shade, and I'm gonna start putting this in my outer corner and also into my crease. This is a pretty orange. It's kind of muted, so it looks really interesting. Reminds me of a Pumpkin Rose, the lipstick, the Mademoiselle lipstick from Fenty. And then now I'm gonna take Seek shade. I'm gonna put it along my lash line and then putting it into my outer corner. I don't think I really want this to be in my crease. I think I just want it to define like kind of a wing shape. And then I'm gonna take hashtag FOTD, this shimmer shade over here, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. Now is for the fun part, getting into the glitters. So I'm gonna take Wild Out, this like yellowy gold green shimmer, or glitter I should say. Ooh, this one's really pretty. It's not as, like, it's a little bit, well, what do you call it? Like I'd probably like to use a color underneath this, like an eyeshadow, but I feel like you can kind of see through the glitters on this one, but it's really cool. Like this orangey yellow green shift that this has. This one is probably the most comfortable glitter in this palette. It doesn't feel like there's a bunch of stuff on my eyes, but I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and then we'll get into my lower lash line. I'm gonna take that Seek shade and I'm gonna put it underneath my lower lash line and line it up with what I had going on. And I'm also gonna touch up the lash line on the top of my lid. And then I'm gonna take Desert Vibes and I'm gonna put it on the inner corner of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Invite Only. Very carefully, as best as I can, try and put this into my inner corner. Oh my gosh. And since I got you guys zoomed in, I'm gonna do my highlighter. So I'm gonna take the shade All Access and I'm gonna highlight my cheeks with this. I've been really liking putting the glitters on my cheeks. And then I'm gonna take Invite Only again. I'm gonna take it on my finger and tap it onto my cheeks. Oh, so pretty. A lot of these glitters, like even the purple ones, like these 3 pans, the one on my lid, and the one that I'm putting on my face right now, all have the same kind of a reflect to them. They have that kind of greenish color to them. Putting the glitter on my cheeks is so much fun taking it off is not very fun, but I think it's pretty fun. And then the other thing is I put pumpkin rose on my lips, kind of tie in that orange color. All right, I'm gonna put mascara on and show you guys the finished look. All right, and this is the finished second look. I actually really like this look. This might be my favorite because I've never really done like a nude look with glitter like this, and you know, like I feel like anyone could do this, you know, just put like a little orange in the crease, a little yellow, or whatever color, like just brown, and then pat glitter on your lid and then call it a day. I mean, that's pretty easy to me. This is pretty awesome. I've never done this before, so I really like this. I'm loving the glitter on my cheeks. I'm having way too much fun with that. But now we gotta go to the third look, which is going to be neon. So let's get into it. All right, eyes are primed. I do still have some leftover glitter. It is really hard to remove that glitter, but we're rolling with this. So first shade I am going to take is Green Room, and I'm gonna pack that onto my inner corner. I'm not gonna pay attention to my crease just yet, but packing everything onto my lid. And then I'm gonna take Rider Sky, the blue, and just going and packing it right next to the green. This is looking really strange. And then I'm gonna take Major Inspo, the purple, doing the same thing, packing it on that outer corner. And lastly, for my lid, I'm going to take Max Volume. I'm going to kind of make a wing shape. And then I'm basically going to be kind of following the same thing on the lower lash line. So doing a little pink, some of the purple, blue, and then green on the very inner corner. And then I'm going to take Under the Sun, the yellow, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner, meeting up with the green. And then this is when everything's gonna get a little funky. So I'm gonna start off with the yellow, trace out over here where I want to blend the yellow, and then doing the same thing with the green, going over kind of where the purple is to show where I want to blend out the green. The blue, oh, that's gonna be tricky over there. Purple, finally the pink. All right, now that I look like a total lunatic, I'm gonna get a tiny little blending brush and start kind of blending this out, starting with the yellow. This brush just broke, by the way. This is a Jeffree Star X Morphe. So I'm like holding it real funky. Excuse me. The blue is so hard to do. You know, I'm just gonna take the end of this off and just use it like this. This feels so weird. Why is the brush that I need broken? Oh gosh. Well, that one spot in the blue doesn't want to get blended. All right, purple. Last one is pinky. Oh, this is so strange to do this with such a tiny little brush. The next complicated thing of this look is going to be carving out this crease thing we got going on. Good thing I left a little bit of a gap. Oh, I think this brush is a little too big. It's not really, this is so hard. One eye is done. Oh, this is so much work. Now it's time to do the glitters. I don't really know what order I want to do the glitters in though. Oh, this glitter is, oh, it's gonna get everywhere. All right, so I'm putting the yellow glitter up on this outer corner. Yeah, I think I like that. And green. This is a lot harder than I thought. Sad part is I'm actually just gonna take this off in a little bit, and I'm spending all this time putting these glitters on my freaking eyeballs. All right, blue glitter. I actually do prefer this more on like my crease and on my cheeks than like on my lid. All right, purple glitter. Oh, I have to take a deep breath every time. Pink glitter. I don't remember if I've used this one or not. This one seems pretty chunky. Why are you so chunky? The pink glitter is definitely the chunkiest. And then I'm gonna take Private Oasis. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with that. And then I'm gonna be super careful and take Spotlight Stealer, the stars one. I'm gonna put it on my inner corner. All right, I'm gonna finish up the rest of this look and I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, and this is the finished final look. It is super dramatic. It is a lot more dramatic than what I normally do, but I think it looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Which look was your favorite? I probably wouldn't wear this out ever. Maybe. I don't know, but I definitely wear the first look and the second look out and more often than this. This took a long time to do, but I think it turned out pretty cool. I normally don't really do lots of like cut creasing things like this, so it is a little bit different. I thought lashes suited this very well, and a neon pink lip because I thought the pink on the outer corner and the inner corner looked really cool, so adding the pink lip kind of tied everything together. So yeah, this is the end of the 3 looks. Thank you guys again for all your suggestions on the 3 looks I should do with this palette. That is it for this video. If you haven't seen my initial video review over this palette with swatches and all of that stuff, I'll have that video right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube and my face will be right here. Click on it and subscribe to my channel.